Hey there, guys. Something that is so foundational to commerce, the free market system, that we may have even forgotten it. I'm talking about adding value. Adding value is an act of empathy. It means that you understand your customer or your counterpart, that you've walked a mile, at least mentally or emotionally, in their shoes, that you've taken some time to think about what it would be like to be them, to be their customer, to service that customer's needs. And that step is so fundamental because I think sometimes in really large organizations or on really large projects, it's easy to forget that. It's easy to forget that there's an end user or an end customer who's going to have an experience with the product that you're building. And that experience is either going to do it for them or it's going to miss the mark. Learn this skill. Learn how to understand that customer and really feel what they feel. And you can sell anything to anyone. And by sell, I mean convince, I mean influence. Think about it. Think about getting a job. I mean, go on LinkedIn and watch. You've got 50, 100, 300 competitors for every single role that you apply to. If you want to stand out above the crowd, figure out what the person who's hiring is looking for. Answer that question for yourself. What does this person care about most? What keeps them up at night? So do your research, read about them. Read about people who've occupied similar roles or talk to people who've occupied similar roles, and you'll figure out pretty quickly, what does somebody in that role want? If you run a call center, you want lower average call handling time. If you run a support center, you want a lower mean time to repair. Or maybe you want a higher customer metric, higher customer satisfaction scores. Easy. Everybody wants something. Everybody's got something that will make them buy what you're selling, whatever that may be, yourself, a product, an idea. Think about what you want. What makes you buy things? Is it status, convenience, excitement, variety, certainty? What are the things that make you buy a product? Do you buy it because everyone else has it and you get comfort and happiness from being included, from belonging? Or do you buy things because they signal you as different? Maybe you buy things because having them says something about who you are and what you've accomplished. Maybe you buy things because they're going to give you something. They're going to give you more free time. They give you convenience. So this is taking away a hassle or a frustration. Everyone has a reason for buying something. They want something in return. So if you can figure out what that will be for your prospective customer, client, or employer, and then ruthlessly go after that. So in a job interview, make a promise that you'll bring a defect rate down to a historical low. You'll improve the morale of your team or squad by 50%. And then get out there and get after it. Figure out a way to measure yourself. Figure out which experiment you want to try first. Run it, adapt, and repeat. Relentlessly add value. When you find a way to add value to somebody's life, when you figure out what it is they want, and you find a way to give it to them, you have a match. You can make money. You can get a job. You can sell a product. You can sell an idea. What I'm getting at is it doesn't matter how technical your spec sheet is. If you can't deliver on that promise that you made, and usually that promise is about how your customer is going to feel after having dealt with you. If you can't deliver the goods on that promise, you're no good to anybody. So what I'm driving at here is it doesn't matter how agile you are. It doesn't matter how much you know about Scrum. It doesn't matter that you're a triple black belt facilitation master in all of Eastern Europe. Nobody cares if you don't deliver the goods. Figure out how to add value to your teammates. What can you do to help him or her make their job easier, make life better? What's the one thing you bring that they can't get anywhere else? Same thing with your unit or your division or your company. What is it that you do for them that nobody else can do? Think about how you can add value every single minute, every single day, and you'll attract the right kind of attention. Don't just show up and do your job. Don't just show up and meet a spec. Don't just show up with your list of degrees and accomplishments. Get out there and crush something for your customer. Think about it. A perfect lawn in 15 minutes or less, guaranteed, no hassle, money back guarantee. If I say that to you and you're the kind of person who values making the right choice, not having any kind of hassle or headache if you're not happy with the service, and having it done quickly with a price guarantee backing it up. If that's what makes you happy, if that's what makes you feel at ease, if that's what makes you feel accomplished or successful, if that's what makes you feel relaxation, you'll pay money for that specific service. You might even pay a premium over any other yard maintenance company in your neighborhood. Figure out what it is people really value and find a way to give it to them. Think about that, guys. How can you add massive value this week? You can find me at badassagile.com. You can find me on Twitter at badass_agile and on Instagram at badassagile. I look forward to seeing you next time, and until then, stay badass.